Welcome back to Explain America. This is your host, Kyle Becker. We're still dealing with the aftermath of Jimmy Kimmel's suspension by Disney, and there's a lot of controversy about exactly how that went down. But suffice to say, Kimmel is on his way to being out as a host of a late night show on ABC. But it appears that some people are very unhappy about that. And on Friday, a man actually shot into an ABC 10 headquarters in Sacramento, and there were people inside. This could have been another tragedy. And we have the details on who is the suspect in this case. And you're not going to believe who exactly is responsible for this, according to a police report. We're going to get into that here shortly, but please like, share, and comment at Explain America. Join us. We appreciate your support for common sense journalism. Now, a Sacramento man is suspected of shooting into an ABC 10 headquarters, and that person has been arrested. His name is Anibal Hernandez Santana. He's a 64-year-old and was arrested on Carson Drive early Saturday. Police investigators linked his vehicle to the shooting, and he's now at the Sacramento County Jail. Now, KCRA saw police activity at River Park on Friday, and that entailed a SWAT team that had responded to the shooting. And 3 bullet holes were seen in the window of the building's lobby. There were people in the building, but they were physically unharmed, according to reports. Now, this comes after the suspension of Jimmy Kimmel, and Governor Gavin Newsom's office said he had been briefed on the shooting. He said that any act of violence towards journalism is an attack on democracy itself, and we condemn it in the strongest terms. We stand with reporters and staff who work to keep our communities informed. Now, there's a lot of speculation online that this person is a leftist, and although we cannot draw any firm conclusions about the motivations behind the shooting, the fact that a man was apprehended and he is going to be charged for the crime of shooting at the ABC 10 building can rule out a few things, such as gang violence. And we also know that the person doesn't have any reporting about things that he yelled before the attack or any messages or symbols. So it's not clear that this was politically motivated, because in a lot of cases, the suspect will yell something at police, and there were witnesses in this case. So we would have more information about it, just based on any kind of anecdotes about him shouting something, having some kind of message that he had for the public. So it's not clear what this motivation is, but a lot of people are trying to draw the conclusion that he's some kind of deranged left-winger who's upset about Jimmy Kimmel. We don't know that. And we can't be guilty of the same thing that Jimmy Kimmel did, and that's reporting misinformation, because he said it was a MAGA shooter, one of their own, as he put it, and I think that's pretty clear from the way that he phrased it. And he definitely made a mistake because he was fueling political violence with misinformation, and we're not going to do that here. We don't know what motivated this person to shoot up an ABC 10 television station, but it did come in the aftermath of the Jimmy Kimmel suspension. So we're trying to find out from the police and from other authorities what they believe motivated this shooting. So weigh in with your thoughts. Do you have any information, concrete and factual, that adds to this story? What do you think about the situation with political violence in this country? What can we do to tamp down the heated rhetoric? What can we do to get the truth out there about who is committing acts of political violence? Because we need to come to grips with it as a nation and understand the ideology of these various kinds of political violence, and we appreciate your feedback.